Good morning, students of class 9. Today we will discuss line by line explanation of the lost child. As you know, in the previous video, I told you the summary of the story. A child goes to the fair with his parents. He is very happy and excited to go there, but he became sad when his father did not buy anything for him, and he also lost in the village. Now, it was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily glad humanity. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. Yes, alleys means narrow passages. Emerged, came out, gaily, with joy, clad clothes. And now he was very happy because he was going to the spring fair. And you can see in the picture also there was a little boy between his father's leg, brimming full of. He was very excited to go to the fair. Come, child, come, called his parent as he lagged behind. Lagged means remained behind. As he lagged behind, so at that time his parents said to come, fascinated by the toys in the shop. There are so many shops, and he was attracted towards the shop. He hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering, remaining behind on the disappearing twice. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress means press, the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of the refusal in their eyes. And now, when he remained behind at that time, when his parents said to come, he hurriedly towards his parents as an obedient child, but he still watching the toys which are disappearing hurriedly. Now, they had stopped to wait for him. He could not suppress the desire. He said that I want that toy. He pleaded. Pleaded means requested. He requested to his parent that he wanted to buy the toys. His father looked at him red eyes. Red eyes means became angry in his familiar tyrant's way. Tyrants means in a cruel way. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him her finger to hold. He said, Look, child, what is before you? He tried to distract towards the toys and said, Look, what is before you? It was a flowering mustard seed filled of mustard, melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. A group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting, catching in between the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flower. Now he saw dragonflies. The child followed them in the air with his gaze. Gaze means look till one of them would still its wings and rest, and he would try to catch it. He was trying to catch the dragonflies, but it would go fluttering, moving to fly, flapping up into the air when he had almost caught it in his hand. Then his mother gave a cautionary. His mother alert him, Come, child, come on the footpath. You should not go on the road. He ran towards his parents gaily, happily, and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms. He was attracted towards the little insect and worms along the footpath that were teeming. Teeming means full of. Teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. All these creatures came from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. "Come, child, come," his parents called from the shade of a group of trees, and forgetting his where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well, he ran towards them. Now his parents were sitting on the edge of a well, and at that time his parents called him to come. He came there. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove. And forgetting his parents, it was so nice seeing that he forgot his parents, and he began to collect all the raining petals in his hand. But what happened? The cooing of doves ran towards his parents, and he was afraid of the cooing of doves and ran towards the parent, shouting, "Dove, dove, dove," and all the raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. "Come, child, come," they called to the child, who had now gone running in wild capers and the banyan tree, and gathering him, they took the narrow winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard field. Thank you, students.